Jay, when you first saw that commercial, you laughed, belly laugh. How'd you feel?
I did, because I actually got a chance to go over to Lonzo's house and spend time with him and his dad, LeVar. And his dad, LeVar, is exactly who he portrays to be. He's always talking trash to everybody 24/7. So that's the way Lonzo grew up. He's used to hearing criticism in his face, and he blocks it out, and he does what he needs to do on the court.
David, don't ever say I name drop all the time. Carrie, I enjoyed it because me and Lonzo and LeVar are best friends. David, did you get to go to his house and watch the Foot Locker commercial?
I did not get the invite. I will say this, Lonzo, you got to love his sense of humor.
Yeah.
And it tells you that he's okay with all the criticism and everything. If you do that commercial, you're cool with it, right?
Well, the thing I like about him, DL, is that he's very self-deprecating. And I was over at his house doing something with him and Little Dicky called the Lost Ball segment that we aired on ESPN on our YouTube channel. And he lets his dad do his thing, but he also is the captain of his own ship. And that's what I like about his mentality overall. Now, does he still have growing up to do? Yes, he's still a kid. But at the same time, he's willing to do what he needs to do on the court. And if you're a GM, that's what you're worried about.
Yeah. Well, Jay, and let's talk about this, like, all jokes aside. So, draft soon. Then we hear these rumors about Lonzo's bad conditioning and that he's having another workout with the Lakers. Tell me if, in your opinion, that tells you whether or not the Lakers are all in or lukewarm on Lonzo Ball.
I think the Lakers are sitting back and assessing the whole situation, Carrie. And I'll say that for this. You have to think about the youth of this team that he's coming into. So the likes of Brandon Ingram, Jordan Clarkson, who he just signed to a pretty massive deal. You have D'Angelo Russell, who was just told a couple years ago that he was going to be given the keys to the car and be the future of the organization. Now, if you potentially bring in a guy like Lonzo Ball, how is that relationship going to work out? One of the things that I saw and that you continuously see on young teams, everybody's vying for attention. Everybody's vying to get those numbers up to be the next guy to stay in LA. You wonder with new organization management, if that's Rob Pelinka, that's Magic Johnson, will I be here for the next 10 years? Will I not be here? Am I the future of the point guard position? So, how will Lonzo Ball and D'Angelo Russell get together? And if you're Magic, you're worried about the static that comes along with Lonzo Ball. Let's be realistic about this. They are the Kardashians of college basketball right now. And if you're going to enhance the Kardashians, like Ryan Seacrest, is that going to be Magic Johnson? Because he's bringing that reality show. He's keeping it there in L.A. If issues go bad, how will Lonzo Ball and his family handle that stuff? Will there be more drama than production on the court? These are all things that if you're Rob Pelinka or if you're Magic Johnson that you need to weigh. And that's where DeAaron Fox, his name is, you're hearing it being mentioned more and more. He's absolutely destroying all of his interviews. People are blown away with his character and his ability to lead. And those are questions you have about Lonzo Ball.
It's interesting you bring him up because I know that you sat down with a bunch of the draft picks, and reportedly his workout was amazing. They enjoyed him a lot. I'm hearing his name. He's moving up on the list for a lot of teams. You sat down with him. Let's listen to that, and I want to ask you a question.
Do you feel like you don't get the respect that you deserve?
Definitely. I mean, everyone talks about I can be top 5, top 10, but no one's, saying number 1. I'm about to, I got Russ tonight, or I got Kyrie. Like, I'm about to have fun with it. My favorite player growing up was Kevin Garnett, and just seeing the passion and the fire he played with, it's just something that I kind of pride myself on.
You keep doing what you're doing.
Yes, sir.
All right, so by way of background, Fox put 39 points on Lonzo during the tournament. So if you're looking at him, how he's doing well, his workouts have been going well, who would be a better fit for the Lakers, Lonzo or Fox?
Well, I mean, that's a great choice to have, obviously. I would still say Lonzo Ball right now, but this is something to think about with DeAaron Fox. Defensively, he is tenacious. Offensively, he is really good at getting in the lane. Does he need to work on his jump shot? Yes, he does. But the thing you love about him, Carrie, is his mentality. This kid is a competitor. He doesn't care who he's going to be pitted up against. He's not going to be a guy that's going to come with drama or all the static around him. He just wants to keep his head down and he wants to play. What I love about him when we interviewed him, he looked me in the eye the entire time, and I could tell that he's constantly processing information. He wants to be taught. The game isn't bigger than him. He knows his position on the floor, and he's willing to communicate, right? Like, he is a great communicator, and if you're a point guard, that's what you need to do. You need to lead grown men. You need to lead people who are close to your age. Does Lonzo Ball have the ability to do that? I don't know. He's a very quiet, shy kid. And DeAaron Fox is very demonstrative. He's very vocalized in some of his dealings that he has on the court, and that's what you want.
Okay, wait, Jay. We don't have much time left. Let's just take what you just said, because that really hit me. You need to be a great communicator if you're going to be the point guard. And you're right, Lonzo's very quiet. It is imperative for you to lead. So do you think the Lakers are considering that as well? Or can that be taught, being a great communicator?
Yeah, it can be taught, but you need the right veterans around you to help you do that. And I don't know if the Lakers have the veterans now. Now, Magic and Rob Pelinka can help in that category, but still, you need somebody that's on the court with you, somebody that's been through it to lead you through that, the day-to-day stuff. You can't go to Magic Johnson with every detail of what's going on within your team, because then you'd be considered to be a rat, okay? So who's going to provide that leadership for him? And as of right now, I think DeAaron Fox wins in the category of leadership and ability to vocalize what needs to be done on the court.